Okay, I've got a special video for you lot today. This is my promised how to edit ClanGen files video that I've promised for a long time and have not done. I am by no means an expert on this, so just be careful when editing any of this. And one very important thing, the most important thing to remember, always back up your files before you do this. Put it somewhere else. Put it on your desktop somewhere where you're not going to mix it up with the edited files, alright? So just be careful when you do this, and don't change anything that you don't know what does, unless, you're planning on experimenting and you are okay with maybe losing everything you've done. So, just going to go through a couple important details here. So, this first column, column A, is a unique identifier code for each cat in your clan. So, every one of these numbers is unique to one of your cats, at least in the save file. I don't know if they will duplicate across other clans, so if you move one cat from one clan to another clan, you may want to double check that this number is still unique. Every single one of these cat codes should be unique. Next is their name, which obviously has the first part and second part of their name separated by a colon. Some cats, and if I open up Moth Clan here, some of them, like Nagipa, who was previously a kitty pet, does not have a second part of their name. And they will just be... So you may recognize Pike, Wasp, or Pikepaw, Wasp, and Jude from our last episode here. Now, Wasp and Jude are adults, and they do not have a second part of their name. I don't remember offhand if you let an apprentice age up without a name, if they will get a name. So that's one thing I don't remember offhand. 3 here is their gender, male or female. D is their rank. So elder, leader, warrior, kitten, not kit, kitten. And then here is their age, so elder, senior adult, adult, young adult, and then kitten and adolescent. Alright, those are all important. This is their personality trait, so bloodthirsty, wise, vengeful, etc., etc., etc. Now, these next 3 are some that you might want to touch. So this is the mentor and the parents. So the first one, maybe I have that backwards. Yeah, I have it backwards. So it's the parents and the mentor. Gotta keep in mind. So Pikepaw, you see in the mentor slot here, has this number code. Well, what's this numerical code? 20927. Well, if we come over to Violet Mask, 20927. So, Violet Mask is in Pikepaw's mentor slot, which means on Pikepaw it will display Violet Mask as their mentor. Now, similarly, if we go to Violet Mask, and we go all the way over here, let's see, if I remember correctly, this one is their current apprentice, so 69375. If we go down, 65379. So for Violet Mask, it will display Pikepaw as being their apprentice. Now, this is previous apprentices. So this will correspond to Doe Poppy, who is over here somewhere. Here we go. 90788. 90788. So, previous apprentices display there. Now, this will be mother and father. So, Honey Ear's mother is Lightning Whisker, and the father is Weed Dawn, so 68821. So that's how I change. If you'll remember, this was when I had single females can have kits with nobody, and we theorized that it was Weed Dawn, so I changed it to Weed Dawn by copying this number here. And similarly, this is color information. This tells you what color and pattern they have. No idea what this does. This is their fur length. Don't know what these do, so I'm not going to touch them. Not a single clue. This is eye color, I believe. Don't know what this does. This has to do with markings. Don't know what this does. Don't know what this does. This is their other trait, their skill. So, formerly a kitty pet, excellent fighter, excellent hunter, smart, great speaker, etc., etc. And you'll notice that for apprentices, it is a mystery. So this was Short Paw. Short Paw? Did we have a Short Paw? Is this? This is the cat, the Starkland cat. Apparently their warrior name would have been Short Branch. Sorry, it just took me a minute to figure out who that was. So, let's see, I don't know what this does. This is Scars. And I've tried editing these before, and it doesn't quite work the way you thought. Or that I thought, anyway. So, Honey Ear here. Originally had a torn ear, which I believe was either left ear or right ear. And I wanted them to look like Sparrowthroat, where they had a torn ear and a cut across the chest, so I changed it to what Sparrowthroat had, which was 2, so I changed it to 2, and it did not turn out that way, so it did give them 2 scars, but it gave them different scars. Z is the cat's age, living age, if I do recall correctly. AA is their mate. So you can change this in the game. You can make dead cats mates this way, but this is how you would change their mate. Don't know what this does, don't know what this does. This is another scar spot, so maybe that's how I messed up before. And this, I don't know what that is either, to be honest. Some things I know, some things I do not know. Don't know what that is. This, as we previously discussed, is Apprentice. And this is previous apprentices. So, a couple things I want to do here is I want to sort the whole list by age again, but I'm going to wait on doing that. And then I had wanted to do, well, I want to give these guys some warrior names. And I'm using LibreOffice. Normally what I use to edit is Google Sheets. And that's as simple as uploading it to Google Docs, changing the files, and then downloading as a CSV. If you just download it, it'll turn it into an Excel file, which is not what you want. It won't work that way. So this, I should be able to just edit. So let's change Pike. Let's give these guys some names. Alright, so not the most creative names, but I have edited this to be Pike Splash, Wasp Leg, and Jude Fur. I don't know what else to call them, to be honest. So the game code will take a look at their age and, like a couple other factors to determine what suffix they should have. So they'll always take the first part, Pike, and then it'll determine the second part based on code, basically. So since Pike Splash is still an apprentice, they will still be Pike Paw until they become a warrior, basically. Then I wanted to change someone's mentor. No, I'm going about this the wrong way. So I'm just going to take a look at their father, who is Storkstorm 24902. And one of them, he had accidentally apprenticed one of his kids. So I'm going to take a look at his previous apprentices, which is this last one here. So they had mentored 82242, who Weed Slip had also mentored. So I guess it just goes up in the list. So I'm going to cut that, change this to none, and then I need to put the previous apprentice to who we said their mentor was. And I believe we said it was going to be Panther Step. So we're going to highlight Panther Step. We're going to go over to the last one here where it says none, and we're going to paste yes. We're going to paste that there. So now Panther Step will show to have previously have mentored whoever that was. Shrooby, I think. And a couple other things I want to do. So you can also change parents this way. Now you should note that they will not show up as siblings unless both parents match. So if Shrooby, for example, had none in this spot, they would not show up as siblings to Prickletail, Marsh Eyes, Meadow Dapple, and Moss Mask. They would show up separately. But if we put this back in here, they will show up as siblings again. So what I want to do now is I want to take some cats from Ant Clan and move them to Moth Clan. So I believe that we had wanted 1 step, did we agree on? Yes, it was 1 step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, bring 1 step over to Moth Cats here. And then they should have a unique code, so I just want to make sure that no one else has 60671, which I don't think they do, but it's good to double check just in case. Now you can do that during using Control F, 60671, and that's also a really good method for finding, just 1. It's also a good method for finding, say, who's listed as an apprentice to somebody. You can search by their code here and see who they pop up as having previously mentored, because the game doesn't care how many cats you have it listed under. You'll notice that our friend was listed under both Storkstorm and Weedslip, because Weedslip did technically also mentor them. So we have 1 step here. And one important thing is you will see that they have a mother. Now, their mother cannot exist, because this cat does not exist. I'm pretty sure it'll mess up your game. I've never tried because I've thought far enough ahead to avoid it. So I either need to remove this and change it to none, or I need to import their mother as well. Now, I believe 1 step's mother is Suntalon. So I could move Suntalon over because Suntalon is dead, and I think I will do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one, not cut it, because I want Suntalon to stay here. But I want to have a copy of them, and I'm going to move them here. Now the other thing I want to do is 1 step is also the son of Sparrowthroat. So I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to go back down to 1 step and paste that into the father slot. So now they will show up as being the child of Suntalon and Sparrowthroat. Now, the other thing I want to make sure we do is we go over to both of these cats we just imported and make sure that they do not have any previous apprentices, because these cats don't exist in Moth Clan, and if we leave that here, it will cause problems, I'm pretty sure. So, they no longer have mentored any cats. They have, but not really. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to bring over 1 step's adopted daughter, I believe. So, let me pull up the ant cats. I'm going to delete this row. Delete row, so that it doesn't mess up the game here. And I want little Raven Kit here. So I'm going to copy you, I'm going to cut you, bring you over here, paste. And since they were adopted, they are not listed as being 1 step's son, so I'm going to copy 1 step's code here and put it over into the father slot. So now they will show up as their slot, and make sure that they don't have any other associations, just like the other 2. Obviously they're a kitten, so they don't have any, but it's good to make sure that there's no one in any of these spots here. If you are adding new cats to the clan, you also need to open this. So this is the file we're editing right now, is the Microsoft Excel comma separated values file, the CSV. We also need to open this text document and add in the cats we just added. So I'm going to open this up. You can just open it in Notepad here. So we have Moth Clan, how many moons it's been around. The leader, Jump Star, is 64277, which is right here. Then 79600 is Chaos Rift, so this is the deputy. We just made Chaos Rift deputy, so this is the deputy code. 90480 is Moss Mask, a medicine cat. And then 15896, your Star Clan cat, the basic default Star Clan cat that you get. So I guess you can change your Star Clan cat by doing that. So I don't know why it lists Moss Mask as the medicine cat here. Maybe it's just the most recent medicine cat. I don't know what these numbers do. I'm a little new at this, alright? You have to forgive me a little bit. And then this is the list of cats that appear in the camp. So this kind of tells the game where to put them, I believe. So technically you don't have to add the new cats, but they won't show up on the main map if you don't. So you're going to add a comma, no space, and I'm going to add the cats we just added in. So 60671 is one step. Again, comma, no space. 93995 is Sun Talon, comma, no space. 41617, and no comma at the very end. So I can save that. So I think we'll just leave those two. But there is one final thing. If I want to change mates, with dead cats, you can't just pick a dead cat as a mate. So if I want to change, let's see, if I want to make Sparrowthroat the mate of Sun Talon, I'm going to pull Sparrowthroat's code, which is also the father code here. So I'm going to pull that code, go to Sun Talon, go over to this one here, paste, and then vice versa with Sun Talon to Sparrowthroat. So let's find Sparrowthroat again, go to Sparrowthroat, come over here to this one, and paste there. So now they should show up as mates even though they're both dead. Now I hope that is a simple enough explanation of how this mostly all works, and I used a couple examples that I already needed to do in the game. So hopefully that is a good, a good explanation of how to edit ClanGen files. If anyone knows what any of these other things do, feel free to let me know, because I honestly have no idea. And then I should be able to just save this as is. So let's save that. And let's open ClanGen again. Doesn't seem to be immediately dying. And then we should see one step. And we should also see Raven Kit. Excellent, they're both here. And if we check Star Clan, we'll see that Sun Talon is now here as well. It doesn't actually display their mate, but it does show that one step is their son, and then Raven Kit is their adopted kid, and it shows both their parents here. So that's good. And then if we go to Storkstorm, it no longer shows their child as being a old apprentice of theirs. And if we go to Panther Step, it now shows that Truby was previously their mentor. So we have all done that correctly. That's good. And again, you can do that with either LibreOffice, which is like a free program that can be used with like Microsoft Office files, or you can upload it to your Google Drive and do it that way. Data sort. And then here's how you'll sort by age. So you'll take column Z by descending order because you want the oldest cats at the top. So we sort them, and now the kits are at the bottom, and the old cats are at the top. Just make sure that when you're sorting it, you select everything, not just everything you can see, because if you select from the bottom right corner and there's something in the next one over, just select everything, really. Because it is entirely possible that when you resort the cats, it will tell you something weird. But that's about it. If you have any more specific questions, let me know, but that's the majority of what I use it for, so really, that's most of what I know. So if you need anything more specific, you might be better off checking in the Discord. But you've probably learned something, hopefully, maybe. We'll see.